Imagine a 200-pound animal just sleeping in a swamp. Jaguars and anacondas are literally hunting nearby, but this creature, it doesn't care at all. Get this. Centuries ago, the Catholic Church classified it as a fish, just so people could eat it during Lent. Oh, and it survives by eating its own poop. Yeah. Today, it is invading wealthy gated communities in Argentina, turning into an accidental icon of the class struggle. This is the capybara. The Tupi people of Brazil called it the one who eats grass. It's the biggest rodent on Earth, and it ignores almost every basic rule of wilderness survival. We live in a culture completely obsessed with grinding, hustling, and beating the competition. We hear constantly that only the strong survive, that you're either a predator or an easy target. But the capybara? It makes you wonder if we got it all wrong. Maybe the real winners of evolution aren't the animals with huge teeth, but the ones that simply decided to stop stressing. Look, its ancestors were massive prehistoric beasts with bites 3 times stronger than a tiger. Today, the capybara is a slow, peaceful, 130-pound water pig. It has no claws, no venom, no real way to fight back. It lives right next to the most dangerous predators in South America, yet its numbers are doing great. How does an animal this defenseless get away with it? Well, let's look at where they came from. At first glance, a capybara looks strange. Barrel-shaped body, blunt head, absolutely no waistline. It basically looks like a giant guinea pig, and you'd be right. They are close cousins. The family tree includes agoutis and cavies. The capybara group itself is actually really small, with only 2 species, the greater and the lesser capybara, which scientists only identified in the 20th century. An adult can reach over 4 feet in length and stand 2 feet tall at the shoulder. Most weigh around 130 pounds, and the females are actually larger than the males. One wild female caught in Brazil weighed 200 pounds, setting the record. They are easily the largest rodents on the planet. To see how they ended up like this, we have to jump back 3 million years. In the swampy river deltas of ancient Uruguay lived a creature named Josepho Artegasia monesi. It was a prehistoric cousin of the capybara, but it weighed about 2,000 pounds. When scientists found its fossils, they were shocked by its massive front teeth. It used them like tusks to dig for food and scare off threats. Researchers estimated its bite force was 3 times stronger than a tiger's. But it was just a massive herbivore that ate soft plants, which we know because its back teeth were actually quite small. But here's the thing. Being that big is expensive. A 2,000-pound body and a crushing bite require huge amounts of food. When the climate changed and food got harder to find, being a giant rodent was suddenly a terrible strategy. Over generations, they got smaller. They lost their tusks, lost the massive weight, and lost their aggressive edge. Usually, when an animal loses its main weapons and shrinks, it becomes an easy snack. It goes extinct. But the capybara survived by moving into an environment that land predators try to avoid: the water. It traded its heavy, land-based frame for an amphibious body. On land, they're a bit clumsy. Their back legs are longer than their front legs, giving them this heavy, awkward walk. But once they hit the water, that awkwardness completely disappears. They have 4 toes on their front feet, 3 on the back, all connected by webbed skin. In the water, this heavy rodent becomes a fast, agile swimmer. The water is their safe haven. Because they spend so much time submerged, Their eyes, ears, and nostrils sit right on top of their head. This lets them hide almost their entire body below the surface, while still breathing and looking around. They can relax so deeply in the river, they even take naps with only their nose poking out. When a jaguar shows up, the capybara doesn't fight. It just slides underwater. They can hold their breath for 5 minutes, just sitting quietly on the riverbed until the danger passes. And their fur? It has its own odd features. They look fluffy, but they have zero undercoat. Their long, coarse hair dries almost instantly when they step onto dry land. They also have sweat glands scattered across their skin, which is highly unusual for a rodent. Oh, and no tail. It shrank over time to a tiny, useless stub. Their coats run from reddish-brown to gray, helping them blend right into the muddy banks. But feeding a 130-pound body on just grass is a massive challenge. Grass is incredibly tough to digest and super low in nutrients. To survive, the capybara relies on a digestive system that is highly efficient, even if it's a bit gross. The name, the one who eats grass, is deadly accurate. To chew through all that tough fiber, they have 20 teeth. Like other rodents, these teeth have no roots. They never stop growing. If they don't constantly grind them down, the teeth will literally grow out of control. And they are picky eaters. They don't just grab any plant. They choose specific grasses depending on the time of day. They also chew differently than cows or goats. Instead of moving their jaws side to side, they grind their food with a strict up and down motion. The real challenge, though, is further down the digestive tract. Like humans, capybaras cannot produce their own vitamin C. Without it, they get scurvy. On top of that, the plant walls they eat are made of cellulose, which is almost impossible to break down alone. To extract protein and nutrients, they need help from specialized gut bacteria. And they maintain this bacteria by eating their own droppings. Yep, passing the food through their digestive tract a second time is the only way they can absorb the vitamins and energy they need. It's gross, but it keeps them alive. Their daily routine revolves entirely around eating and staying cool. During the hot midday hours, they lounge in the water. They roll in the mud to protect their sensitive skin from sunburn and bugs. Once it cools down in the evening, they start grazing. They feed through the night, resting occasionally, and keep chewing until the sun comes up. Now, you might expect a creature with this lifestyle to be a lonely outcast. In reality, they are deeply social animals. They live in tight, structured groups. And while they look incredibly peaceful from the outside, their communities run on a strict hierarchy. Usually, they hang out in groups of 10 to 20. In the dry season, they can merge into herds of over 100. But inside these groups, there is constant political tension. A single dominant male runs the show. He gets exclusive access to the females and keeps a close eye on the pups. The other males? They sit at the bottom of the ladder. They accept this because staying with the herd keeps them safe, but the leader is always watching them. If he feels a younger male is getting too confident, he will chase him out of the group. These exiled males make up about 10% of the population. They're forced to live in complete isolation, traveling alone through dangerous territory to start new groups. While the males focus on status, the females cooperate. They don't have a specific breeding season. They mate in the water all year round. After 5 months, a female gives birth to 2 to 8 pups, and these pups are highly developed. Full coats of fur, open eyes, sharp teeth, weighing about 3 pounds. In a capybara group, parenting is shared. The mothers nurse and watch over any pup in the group, regardless of who gave birth to it. This cooperative parenting keeps the babies safe. They grow fast, reaching maturity in about a year and a half. In captivity, they can live up to 10 years, an unusually long life for a rodent. In the wild, they rarely reach old age. They are slow, meaty, and have almost no natural defenses. Jaguars, pumas, and ocelots hunt them on land. Eagles swoop down from above. In the water, it's caimans and anacondas. People hunt them too. It seems like they should be extinct, but their numbers remain incredibly stable. How? High reproduction rates. They breed constantly. Because the group raises the young collectively, a high percentage survive. They basically absorb heavy losses simply by outbreeding their predators. They're a major food source for South American carnivores, which actually keeps local predator populations stable. People also farm them. In rural South America, capybara meat is a common source of protein. City dwellers sometimes look down on it, but it remains a traditional holiday dish when families visit rural relatives. And there's that religious exception. During Lent, Catholics abstain from meat. But centuries ago, priests asked the Vatican to classify the capybara as a fish because it swims so much. The Vatican agreed, making capybara a popular Holy Week dish, especially in Venezuela. Instead of fighting predators, they outgrow them. This calm nature eventually changed how we view them. Over the last few decades, they transitioned from wild game to beloved neighborhood companions. Recently, they even became the face of a political protest. They are surprisingly gentle around people. Some keep them as pets. They get along with dogs and cats. Since they're clean and quiet, they easily adapt to living in backyards. In Uruguay, they even put the capybara on the 2-peso coin. They gained global attention in 2021 in Nordelta, a wealthy gated community north of Buenos Aires. Developers built expensive homes directly on local wetlands. So, the capybaras simply returned to their old feeding grounds. They walked past security gates, swam in private pools, and chewed up manicured lawns. When wealthy residents complained, it triggered a massive wave of internet memes. People cast the capybara as a working-class hero reclaiming its land, a symbol of resistance against the ultra-rich. This made them internet famous. Social media was suddenly flooded with videos set to a catchy Russian song about capybaras, and millions adopted them as profile pictures. They're popular because they seem completely unbothered by other species, sitting with turtles, letting monkeys climb on their backs, napping next to caimans. In a natural world full of aggression, the capybara is completely neutral. It doesn't growl. It doesn't mark territory aggressively. It doesn't pick fights. It is willing to share space with almost anyone, which is incredibly appealing to people who are just tired of constant conflict. This obsession says a lot about our culture. For decades, we admired aggressive, powerful predators like wolves and lions. We used them to model business culture, urging people to work constantly, dominate, climb the ladder. Eventually, people got tired of the stress, the deadlines, the burnout. They wanted a different model for living. That is where the capybara fits in. While we drink coffee to stay awake and worry about our futures, this rodent is taking a mud bath, eating some grass, sleeping in a pond. It represents the quiet, slow life that many people feel they're missing. It reminds us to slow down, accept our flaws, and enjoy simple things. It's a symbol of being comfortable with who you are, without the pressure to constantly compete. Of course, online popularity doesn't protect them from habitat loss. As wetlands are cleared, their actual survival depends on conservation, not just social media likes. But their history proves that you do not need to be aggressive to survive. Their massive, terrifying ancestors went extinct, But the smaller, calmer descendant? It found a way to thrive. By learning to dive, raising young together, and staying calm, the capybara created a highly resilient way of life. It carved out a secure place in a dangerous world, showing that sometimes being cooperative and totally unbothered is the best defense of all. Nature often has unexpected solutions to survival. If you enjoyed this look at the capybara, please subscribe, leave a like, and share the video. It really helps the channel grow. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.